everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's reading. And today's reading is going to be about what you need to know about your life path currently or at this point in time. So, this is not necessarily an overview of your entire life path, but at this point in time, what do you need to know about your life path? And we have three piles to choose from. The images will show up on your screen now. Take a few deep breaths in and breathe out through your mouth as you focus on these images, relaxing your body and letting your awareness guide you to whichever pile you are drawn to. You are more than welcome to choose one or more piles, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile number one. So we have your cards out here, and before that, I'm going to read from the screen what notes I had made while connecting with your energy. So we have your notes here as to what is your life purpose right now. So for you, pile number one, your life purpose involves being silent about your achievements as of now. There are energies around that are more than willing to reinforce your beliefs about things not working out rather than cheering you on. Whatever comes out on its own is fine, and you can definitely be proud of yourself of how far you have come, but just be mindful of whom you are sharing your wins with, because right now may not be the ideal time. Wait for 3 to 4 months at least. Keep taking care of whatever you know is very vital for your survival at this point in time. This may be your physical health in particular, especially growing or increasing your strength and increasing your endurance and stamina. Do not give in to vices that may keep cropping up from the dead as tests during this time period of 3 to 4 months. Take a breather when you notice this is happening, and most of all, practice self compassion. Oranges or orange peels can have multiple benefits for you at this time. Do your due diligence of researching and consulting the right people to know what can it help you with. Keep a check on gastric issues. So that was the channel message that I got for you. Now we are going to look at your cards. Also, of course, regarding your physical health, anything that you need to know about, connect with the right people, connect with the right professionals. I am not a medical professional, so definitely if you know that there is a requirement for you to go and have a checkup, do go and do that, and receive the right information from the right people every time. So for you, pile one, what we have here is the Hierophant, King of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So the Hierophant and King of Cups are showing us what you really need to know about your life path, and somehow for you, pile one, this month seems to be very important, the month of May, because Hierophant is number 5, and Hierophant also does represent Taurus energy, which is an energy associated with the month of May, and number 5 is here. We have 5 of Swords also here, so 5 this month certainly is very important for you. And this actually, I think, aligns very well with the message you got. So this month and the next month, because we do have two sixes as well, so May, June can be a very significant time for you, pile one. This could be a month of a lot of inspiration and I not just ideas, but like a reinforcement sort of an energy coming through for you, and especially your soul, and understanding your life purpose probably, or just your intention, or not just intention, I would say, like your purpose in this lifetime. You will get more clarity about it. You will be reinvigorated about life in general. And with Hierophant and King of Cups, and I got the Six of Cups as a clarifier for the King of Cups here. So this is telling me that you have somehow either broken free from some structures, especially structures that you learned growing up, about whom to, this could be authority as well with the Hierophant in some way, shape, or form, although authority is more associated with the Emperor card, but still, this is authority in terms of beliefs, who you hold, at a higher position or as an idol for yourself to look up to when it comes to beliefs and belief systems, or how you look at life, what's right, what's wrong, etc., etc. And for you, pile one, I do perceive that you have changed this a lot. You've broken free from a lot of structures here. Either you have broken free, or you have cracked the system for yourself, and you have definitely cracked it in a way where it works for you the best way possible, because the King of Cups is someone who has mastered their emotions as well, or is learning how to master their emotions. They've definitely come a long way. And I was time and again getting drawn to how this king's, just this part of the leg is showing. So you know now not to be too vulnerable with the Six of Cups, because Six of Cups is also an energy of innocence, is how I perceive it. And you've learned how to, this is not like masking or hiding emotions, but more so you've learned the art of how to present your emotions and whom to present your emotions towards. And there is a level of stability, a stoicism sort of an energy, a stoic energy, a balanced energy within you, especially when things are going haywire. It's a skill you have certainly learned, and I perceive that that's because you've broken this system in some way, shape, or form with the Hierophant here. Whatever you learned, or you've learned to manipulate the system in a way which creates greater for you, and you know how to work with it. And I think that is the success here that we are talking about in the channel messages too, because we do have the Six of Wands, which was right beneath the King of Cups here, and Five of Swords was right beneath the Hierophant. So Five of Swords is telling me, there is definitely some jealous energy in this structural stuff, essentially, or whatever is trying to bring in structure, or was trying to enforce a structure within your life, was certainly not coming from a place of gratitude or awareness, or a place of really wanting you to prosper. Rather, they wanted control more than anything else, and especially control of you shining bright, or you coming to the light, or you getting recognized with the Six of Wands here. So King of Cups and Six of Wands being a combination, I do perceive that right now, like in the channel message, please don't share your wins as of now. Take some time, enjoy it within the sanctity of your own body, your own home, the person that you are, the being that you are, for sure. But right now may not be the ideal best time, or the ideal time to share it with a lot of people, or with people in general. As it said, in the message too, if it's coming out naturally or through somebody else, that's different. Enjoy that, but don't go ahead and share it right now. As like right now, the energy definitely is of these structures still trying to poke you, or test you and stuff like that. Test your grit or your metal about, are you really the King of Cups, someone who has learned to work with their emotions, or specifically worked a lot around their emotional wounds, core emotional wounds, which they probably were the structural, this structural energy was somehow taking an advantage of. Because people, they may not even have to know your wound directly. They could must have, they must have perceived the depth of the wound, or the energy of the wound, and somehow they must have manipulated you. But now it's not so easy. So keep it to yourself as of now. And what you need to do for that, we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. So I perceive that these 2 months, specifically May and June, must be a very important month for you, pile one, to keep resting, to relax your body, to relax your being. And especially with replenishing, and how it's again a lot of water energy. So consuming water more and more for your body, as much as it helps you. And you know the best about your body, of course, as I mentioned earlier too. Consult a medical professional whenever required. I'm not one. So with the water energy being, because water is representing our emotions, so calming your body, relaxing your body in any way, shape, or form you're feeling you are not getting recognized physically, taking the time out to relax and ask yourself, why do you feel that way, and is it really that deep a wound, or now you have overcome that in some way, shape, or form, which can help you move past this not getting recognized wound, and you are the one who's giving that validation, that recognition towards yourself, to yourself rather. So replenish and recharge your energy right now. And if people take you for being someone who's dumb, who's not doing well, or whatever, let them basically make those assumptions, because that's also, I would say, a way of people or structures or systems in some way, shape, or form, or whatever you associated, I would say rather, with authority, and was not something that was genuinely wanting people to be empowered, that kind of an authority. So that might come time and again to poke you, to test you, right? And that could be in ways of not feeling that you are being recognized by those around you. But that's where you need to replenish your energy, and it's clearly, even shown getting shown wow, it's getting represented in this card as well, as to what you need to do. And the question itself is, the card is mirror, and the question is who or what is triggering you. So looking at these triggers, because now you are not, it's like the energy is such, you're not in a place of lack right now. You're definitely much more, you know you have a much more firm hold over your emotions, or how you experience emotions, how you experience life, especially how you experience external world within you, because you've worked a lot on yourself. So ask who or what is triggering you, rather than succumbing to these triggers and thinking that you're not getting recognized. The more you relax, the more easier it will be for you to look at this from a wider perspective or a broader perspective, and not get sucked into the drama of it. So that's what you need to know right now, pile one, about your pathway. I did want to share this message also. It's the card at the bottom of the deck, for of the oracle card, and I'm using Work Your Light Oracle, and it is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together: intuitive hits and soul tribe. Maybe that is why you need to take your time, because your soul tribe is coming together. It's not exactly where you probably want them to be, so that might be the situation, and that's why it's coming in the channel messages too, that you need to take your time and not share everything right now. So, pile one, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile two. So, if you chose the second image, this is your reading. So, before getting into your cards, I'm going to read the notes I had written for you while connecting with your energy. So we have here, regenerate your well-being. That is your life purpose right now. Too much of a cog wheel or working like a machine energy has been present in your life and your energy field. Give yourself a break and try new things that are easily accessible for you to rejuvenate your energy. There is an exhaustion in your heart center from focusing a lot on finding solutions to repetitive patterns and problems, for you to find out the cause of the issue, what the cause of the issue is. Pursuing the problem or looking at the nitty gritty details at this time will not work as a strategy. You need to relax more and more to calm down your body and energy centers too. Relax your being and get it to a stage of calmness where it can get nourished and you can see life with a new lens of possibilities. This new lens will give you a clearer insight into the root cause, and not relentlessly pursue relentlessly pursue the issue. Do not swing to the extreme of pursuing confrontation of weaknesses or losses so much that you lose sight of what is good in your life and what has been working out for you. You need to recharge and nourish yourself to remind yourself that life is worth living and there is plenty to look forward to. Focusing on silencing the mind with exercises that are soothing in nature, like mindful breathing, mindfully caressing your body, placing your palms on your heart center, your third eye, or your solar plexus, whichever body part you are drawn to, and breathe into these areas, perceiving the energy of calmness washing all over you. So, pile three, that was sort of your psychic slash channeled message. Now we are going to get into your cards. So, the cards that we have for you are Two of Swords, the Hermit. These two together are representing what you need to know right now about your life path. And the first thing that really struck my mind while looking at these two cards, especially the Two of Swords, was stop everything and listen to your intuition. That's the major message coming through, and you are the one who's going to guide yourself in this moment. It's especially at this phase in life moving forward. No one else is going to light your pathway or can help you. More so like connecting with your inner wisdom, with your guides, because I'm getting a lot of connection with your guides here. Pile number two for you, we have the Six of Swords as a clarifier for Two of Swords. And yeah, so for two, as okay, so Six of Swords as a clarifier for Two of Swords is telling me like your this seems to be, you know, this person who is rowing the boat, they are making so much of an effort. So this to me looks like an ancestor, specifically very strongly an ancestor is coming through, who has gone through a similar experience as you have in your ancestral line or in your ancestry or in your family. Other than that, it could be your spirit guide, but definitely this seems like this team in spirit that you have, or the team in the non-physical that you have, has been pushing you a lot or giving you a lot of signals to move towards better waters. And for that you need to stop looking outside or stop looking for clarity or logic outside of you, rather listen to your intuition, listen to this moon energy within you. And that's like doubling, you know, getting double down by this card coming up, which is the Hermit card. So I do want to share the zodiac signs that are coming through strongly, and with the Two of Swords it's especially Moon in Libra, and Hermit is the Virgo. Hermit is Virgo, so Virgo and Libra are coming through strongly. I'm also getting because we do have Pleiades energy here, for some reason I'm receiving like all the water signs, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. It doesn't have to really be a major placement for you, but you might just be embodying that energy. Anyway, with Six of Swords being clarified by the Two of Swords, it's certainly indicating that your team in the non-physical has been pushing you a lot to listen to your intuition, because a hidden energy right now or a hidden influence is the Ten of Swords, which is like, you know about this, but you're not consciously, you know, accepting it or being an allowance of it, which is that Ten of Swords is an ending. And it's funny that the Ten of Swords is this way. Not funny, but rather interesting, because the Ten of Swords in the Rider Waite system, all the swords are on the back of the person. So it's like betrayal energy as well. But here it's right in the front. So this is an ending or an ending of a cycle that you really know, you know, you are aware that something is shifting, a major cycle is shifting. And so it may not be visible a lot on the camera here, but you know, there's a slight hue of white or warm clouds here. It's mostly bluish and dark clouds here, which is again there in the Rider-Waite system of, you know, the tarot. And the Ten of Swords has a slight horizon of the sunshine coming through, or the sun rising essentially. And that is what your guides want you to focus on, pile number two. Like, yes, it's a major cycle that is ending. Especially I would say the bottom deck energy is Six of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So wherever, you know, specifically, like, this is a cycle where in terms of community and friendships, wherever the energy was not balanced because of your own hurts, and then you were reacting in a certain way, you had certain thought patterns which was not helping you in those friendships in any way, shape, or form, or you maybe were getting taken advantage of as well. That is a cycle that's ending, and you know about this. So this could be like, you know, you have severed ties or you have let go of certain connections of the past, but there's a residual energy of what was still connecting you to this past, and now it's time to move on, pile number two. So this moving on might be, when, you know, with this Two of Swords, might be something that's not so easy for you right now, or feels like an arduous or a redundant task as well. But you need to push yourself through this, because you might be thinking, why is it coming up again? So you are seeking in some way, shape, or form solace, or, you know, solace, however you pronounce that word. It's SOLACE. Or you are seeking counsel or clarity from those outside of you. But right now you are going to get the most clarity from your own from your own inner world, from your own connection with your spirit guides, your archangels, or who essentially whoever you do believe in, who is of consciousness of the highest light and of unconditional love. They're very much around you, wanting to support you. It's like the non-physical is your mentor right now. The source or the creator or a god or goddess, whoever you believe in, is your mentor right now, not people outside of you. Pile number two. So recognize that this is hidden in the sense that you might be thinking it's just the ending phase time and again that's happening. No, there is I'm getting the word of resurgence. Let me just google that, or look at the meaning. Resurgence or resurgence is the right word. It's about revival. So there's definitely a revival which you may not be able to feel because you're like you might be feeling that I am getting isolated into a corner or pushed into a corner and I have no one to lean on to, or no one is giving you the right information. It's like you may be listening to the right information too, but the energy is just not congruent to what you really want to feel. Essentially, the energy is not congruent to the clarity you want. And that's what that's what you need to know about your life path right now, that you need to go within and connect with your team in spirit, because that's where you will find that specific clarity that you've been looking forward to. And we have the Queen of Wands, which is clarifying the Hermit. So I do perceive that this is actually a revitalization of your own Queen of Wands energy, someone who is so confident and so clear about their future. They know how to create the future, they what they want in their future, and they know that they can have it. There's no room for doubt here. They know how to protect themselves, or whom to connect with, who can protect their energy. They are certainly, the Queen of Wands is an energy which is so well connected with the earth as well in some way, shape, or form. So I do perceive that your fire, your spirit is going to be more. It's certainly going through rejuvenation energy, a revival. Getting reminded of the song Revival by Selena Gomez. It's just like 4 to 5 lines, but I really like those lyrics or those lines. So maybe that's something you can listen to. But that's what's happening. You should be assured that you are actually revitalizing your Queen of Wands energy, where your manifestation powers are also increasing. Why? Because you're clearing up a lot of stuff. And as it was going, written in your channel messages as well, the more you relax, the more you give into the support that you are getting from the non-physical, the more clarity will set in as to what you need to do moving forward. Pile number two, right now is not the time to keep working, especially from a place of agony. That's what I'm perceiving, because it's like you are tired of this cycle, but that, and it's repeating time and again, and nothing is clearing up, or you feel that you have not progressed, but you have, especially in terms of understanding your intuition even more, or receiving your intuition even more. But that's going to amplify the more you give yourself the permission to receive from those high vibrational energies that are really wanting to connect with you and support you during this journey. We do have, we have certain cards here from the Work Your Light Oracle, but the bottom deck energy that we have is the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So that's what you need to realize. Like, this ending is not happening to you, it is happening for you. The stagnation that you might be feeling, or the stuck energy in this repetitive pattern that you might be feeling, as had come in your channel messages, is happening for you, so that you realize it's now time to move on from this script, from this the story that you've been narrating to yourself. It is time to move on, and your higher self, your team in spirit, is definitely wanting to support you through this. So remember that, and take that leap of faith, trust in them. And what you need to do right now, for that we have Unbound. It's just so beautifully aligned, right? All of these cards. So thankful for source, for all the high vibrational beings helping us deliver this message for you, pile 2. And with Unbound, we have releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And it was placed diagonally to the Six of Swords energy. Six of Swords is about moving on. It is about moving towards calmer waters, towards more, a more evolutionized, no, a more evolved, a more evolved version of your soul. So with the Unbound card, I was definitely receiving that you've gained a lot of intelligence or awareness, or just knowledge and wisdom through these experiences, about especially about connections and community, where you can share what you need to share, or where you will be received for who you are more so than anything else. And that's the main lesson you've learned. Now it's just the final phase right now, because we there's a lot of ending energy, because we do have the Hermit card, which is number 9, and we have 10 of Swords. 6 is about receiving or getting more into harmony, so you're moving towards harmony, but it's just that you might be locking your own self, thinking that the patterns are just repeating. And it's the this is I perceive that some of you are feeling this ending energy is the only constant. No, you are going to move forward, definitely. And that's what your guides are here to help you realize, and they want to help you move forward. So, unbound yourself, pile number 2. That's what you need to do. Maybe the time that I'm recording this is right before the new moon. So new moon is a very good time to set new intentions. So that could be very helpful for you, pile number 2. And what's an extra advice coming through from your higher self? We have Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. I do perceive that the more you silence your mind, the more you will be able to channel messages for your own self and for your own future. Maybe you will be able to channel more about what is the root cause of this repetitive pattern, and be done with it for once and for all. Or if it's not once and for all, but definitely significantly move out of this pattern. So clearing your energy field is definitely what's required here, and more so through ease, through slowness, and through silence, rather than aggressive action right now. And within that ease and calmness, letting your spirit team guide you, help you, because they really want to help you here. That's a very strong energy coming through, pile number 2. So pile 2, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Wow. Haven't already. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Thank you. Bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the third image, this is your reading. So I'm first going to read out the notes I had written for you while connecting with your energy, and then we are going to go into your cards. So we have piloting, if that is a word, or flying your way out of negotiations that are not aligned with your goodwill. It is a hunch, and you will get it. So be mindful of the conversations you get yourself involved in daily. They can potentially have vibrations that can deter you from your pathway to success. Learn the art of being seen when it creates greater for everyone involved, and when it does not. It is an energetic muscle you need to build. Hear what the universe has to say to you. It is communicating with you more frequently than you realize. Segment intending an exercise by Abraham Hicks would work wonders for you. In short, it is setting an intention of what kind of an energy you would like to experience in each segment of your day, be it before attending a phone call with anyone, or be it before making food or taking a bath, whatever. Set intentions for clarity, ease, and fun, or energies that you would like to experience more in your life before each and every small day-to-day activities. This exercise will make it clearer for you when the universe or higher self or your guides want to nudge you about something, or draw your attention to something that is not aligned with these clear and high vibrations that you wish to have more of in your life. To repent or repenting is not what well wishing energies would enforce upon you, and the enforce was in capitals. Rather, they would be in allowance and encourage honest self reflection. So, that's your channeled or psychic message. Now, we are going to get into your cards. So, we have here Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups, representing what you really need to know about your life path right now. And that in itself tells me, the way the Page of Cups is right behind the Knight of Swords, your heart will lead the way, and you are leading your way, or you are leading your way, life from your heart center. So don't doubt it, because what we have here is the Star card, which I cannot show. Let me just check. All right. So we have the Star card, which is clarifying the Knight of Swords. So you're very well, aligned with your healing path, or the path that is true to your North Star, your North Node. With the Star card being here, you are moving in that direction. It's just that people might want you to focus on, these dried up plants or trees, making you think that you're skipping your end phase, or being aware of what the truth is or what you really need to do. That's what's coming up probably in conversations, because the hidden energy here, for that we have the 10 of swords, the same as pile number 2. And here what I'm perceiving is, through listening to probably people online, because we do have swords energy a lot, or maybe just listening to people's content or their healing journey in some way, shape, or form at this point in time, might be not helping you actually, or influencing you in a way, making you think that you have surpassed or bypassed a certain part. But I don't perceive that way. You have actually completed a major lesson in your life. And why I'm saying that is because we do have 5 of swords, and beneath that we have the world card, and also the 8 of swords. So the world card in itself is completion, and 8 of swords is mastery. So you've genuinely worked upon completing the cycle, so there is no denial about it. But people who are jealous of, or may not have the right intention towards you, are not well wishing, or maybe they are just wound up in their own hurt, pain, and wounds, and they are not so happy, or would not want to believe that someone can actually work upon themselves and overcome things that have been influencing them, or maybe even making them a stalemate, in the sense that they are not able to progress in life. They are actually surprised as to how can they surpass this. But you have done the work, you've put in the work, and this could be years, months, whatever applies to your situation, but you have done the work, pile number 3. And that is why you are actually being supported spiritually, there's no doubt about it. But you're certainly moving past a cycle. There is certainly an ending with the 10 of swords, and you have not bypassed it. You have clearly looked at the issue for what it is, and now you're moving forward, having worked on the roots as well. And the page of cups is being clarified by the 5 of cups. So what that is telling me is, the page of cups energy, the innocence, the love for creating stuff that's romantic, that's heart filled. And as I'm saying that, I'm looking at this heart shaped rose quartz as well. So that energy, that heart based energy, is going to help you look at these 2 cups that are standing in the past. So whatever is the good in the past, that the page of cups energy is going to help you focus more on this, rather than the spilled milk, wasting your time on spilled milk. And that's, I perceive that that is the action you guys have taken actually, pile number 3. But you might be going a little bit back and forth and overthinking, am I on the right path, am I basically being delulu, or not being aware, and just fantasizing this and the ending of the cycle. But the cards here are telling me, no, you have actually learned to move past people who are not your well wishers. You've mastered that skill in some way, shape, or form. Of course, these lessons might come up in the future in an advanced level, because we are always advancing upwards, right? So, but then you have certainly, with the world card being right behind it, you've ended a major karmic cycle, or a major cycle about giving into fights. So by giving into fights, what I mean is, you might lower your own potency, your own strength, just to have peace, just to have cordial energy. But now it's not that you're purposefully going and fighting. I don't perceive that. It's more so, you have learned to stand your ground, and you will not want to keep these kind of people in your life who are just wanting to dim your light. And you might do it very gracefully as well. And sometimes with the Knight of Swords, it might be very cutthroat. Maybe it's your words, maybe it's just just cold energy, that you're not engaging with them. And so they might want to project into your life or your journey that you are not doing you're not going on the right path, you're not going on the correct path to healing. But cards here are letting us know you're definitely following your heart, and you're certainly going on the right path, which is going to help you look at the past also in a more beautiful way, in a way that you cherish those memories, or even if it's not cherishing, but definitely sending or pouring love to those areas where you might have felt, regret, resentment, remorse, what have you. And you've learned to nourish that area, you're learning to nourish that area, you're learning to be more compassionate towards that area because of this Page of Cups energy present within you, wherein you are determined to follow the path of your heart center, pile number 3. And what you need to do for that, we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plans. So I do perceive that for a lot of you, this this could be supported by ancestors from different, I would say, lifetimes also. I'm not just getting this lifetime. Most likely, this could be this lifetime as well, a grandmother energy, but I'm certainly perceiving being supported by ancestors of consciousness, of guides that have been supporting you through different lifetimes, who are supporting you at this time. And I know I've repeated that, but yeah, that's a strong message. And what you need to do with seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan, you just need to realize that you are laying the new foundation for your new life, and from a place of love, from a place of innocence, from a place of pure, it's just Page of Cups is giving me innocence, pure higher heart chakra love, which is not tainted by any sort of, ifs, buts, or even wants or needs. It's just you're pouring your heart out sort of an energy, and there is no expectation at all. That's the kind of love I'm perceiving, and you just need to know that you're laying your foundations in that manner. So don't give into those conversations, as had come in the channel message as well for you, pile number 3. And what is an advice coming through, we have star seed, what lights you up. It is and specifically, the star seed card was coming right beneath the star card or diagonal to it. So, and we have the Saturn the planet of Saturn here. So it was also giving me this awareness about, how Saturn is not just about what you do, your karma, and all of that, but it's also about how you treat others, your view on humanity, or how you are kinder to others. So I perceive that you are people who are genuinely kind to others, or you like being that. It's not just like being that, it's inherent in you. It is your inherent quality to be kind towards others, to be an allowance of people, to let them have peace of mind in any way, shape, or form. And if you can contribute to it, which might have led to people exploiting that in the past, and that's the lesson you've overcome or you're overcoming. But anyway, your higher self is also letting you know actually keep following your heart. What is it that lights you up? What is it that makes you jump out of bed in the morning? And if it's not even jumping out of the bed, but really being happy about being alive, and the bottom deck energy we have here is you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So like I said, you're already doing it. You are following your heart path. You are following a path that's aligned with your north node, your north star, pile number 3. So don't worry about it. Don't feel that you are off the path. Don't give in to conversations, as the message said. Fly out of or maneuver around these kind of conversations, and don't let them get to your heart, because that might deter you from your path. You are very clear, very focused. You are moving towards soaring high in your life, pile number 3, and you know where to go. So your higher self is also just letting you know, in case you need to get a reminder as to are you on your path or not, just remind yourself, what is it that lights me up, and keep following that energy, pile 3. So pile 3, that is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye-bye.